make me feel alive. That familiar rhythm, shout, dinta, resuscitate my pulse after I've spent all day in the verbs learning that it is I before E, except after C. I'm thankful for the happiness you bring. Although, of course, you and I both know that that is not what you were meant for. Was it? I mean, how else would you explain this brewery, this graveyard, and this fetal landfill, all of which are conveniently placed at your entrance? It's like, hello, welcome, see ya. Never. Nevertheless, in the words of Anita, you bring me joy. Established in the 1930s, you stuck around through those turbulent apartheid years. And of course, you stuck around through my own turbulent teenage years. You introduced me to my first crush, laughed when I cursed my first period, and of course, you facilitated the first baptism I remember witnessing. You were also one of my earliest music teachers. In your company, I sang passionately along to my sister's cassette tape of Babyface, as if I would ever understand what those road letters meant. And of course, you were there as I sat with Fifi and Bob to Snoop and Nate. And you were there when I practiced and chose our song. When we are just so I could fit in with the neighborhood kids. You were also one of my earliest comrades. You taught me about boycotts and community organizing. And you even taught me theory. That patriarchal violence that I experienced in your streets introduced me to the quote-unquote real world. Maneuvering at times felt like a misadventure in one of R.L. Stein's books. Y'all remember those goosebumps? And so, I wanted to leave you. I prayed to leave you. I wanted to live in one of those nice neighborhoods, y'all know, where they eat crustless marmalade sandwiches, and they don't have to hear that that pierces each night. I was angry because I have to leave you every morning before the sun, because for some reason, your schools are not good enough to teach me. Even basic things, like for example, that it is sweetheart, as opposed to sweetheart. Or that it is peanut butter, as opposed to peanut butter. Nevertheless, like Buddy's love at Richville, you were my friend and one of the earliest loves of my life. I hope that children continue to play heartily together in your streets, and that teenage lovers forever feel that electricity shooting up and down their spines as they flirt under your lampposts. I hope that men always play Zwebili Madaisi at your corners, and that teenage lovers and their mothers forever exchange ditawa and sugar bowls over your fences. Adrijvili Pelindawa, the ghetto.